In the case of Am I the Jerk for sitting on public toilet seats and not telling my boyfriend, Jineane says, no, you're not the jerk. You're not. And hovering is not good for you. So sit down and release that pelvic floor.
But there are release that pelvic floor.
Well, apparently hovering over public toilet seats is bad for your pelvic floor. Hello, best friends. It's me, Chris Bennett, and today's podcast gets a little ridiculous. We've got some juicy Am I the Jerk court cases, including the public toilet debate you just heard, and a family argument over whether onions are too spicy. Plus, producer Ryan McKee joins the show. We play Real Millionaire Purchase or Fake Millionaire Purchase for Be a Millionaire Day. And J.D. Pepper from the Timber Mesa Fire Department stops by with an important Fire Marshal Minute on the new Stage 1 fire restrictions. Grab your coffee, best friends. Let's get the show started.
Chris Bennett and the Morning Brew.
All rise, it's now time for Am I the Jerk Court? Today, the Honorable Jineane Ford presides. You ready, Judge?
I guess so.
I got a juicy case for you today.
Okay.
Am I the jerk for sitting on public toilet seats and not telling my boyfriend?
What?
Yeah, here's the story. So apparently, I've been doing something disgusting my entire adult life, and I didn't even know it. Whenever I use a public restroom, like at a restaurant, gas station, or even a porta potty, if the toilet seat looks clean, I sit down. If there's a little mess on the seat, I wipe it first, then sit down. Well, my boyfriend of 3 years just found this out, and he is horrified. He says public toilet seats are disgusting, and now he can't stop thinking about all the germs I've apparently brought home over the years. He says everyone should hover over the public toilet seats instead of sitting down. I asked some friends, and now they think I'm gross too. But honestly, I think sitting down was normal. Am I the jerk for sitting on public toilet seats? What say you?
This is just really wow. Yeah, it's interesting because that's something that's always just, and they do have the papers that you can pull out. I've also had some of those in my purse before. That's always nice to keep as an emergency. Yeah, the little papers. Just I've grabbed a couple extra like when I see them. That kind of. You can also order them online, but a large percentage of women, it says here, because I looked this up, I was just wondering, like it's something that we just don't always talk about, ranging from like 25 to 85% in various studies practice the hover method, of course, right?
Right.
And that is a good one. The only problem with the hover method is they say it's much more, messy. It prevents the pelvic floor muscles from relaxing. It can lead to bladder emptying problems like bladder infections and stuff like that. Yeah.
Oh.
And then the cleanliness reality. Here's the reality. Experts in many studies have said catching sexually transmitted infections or diseases from a toilet seat is highly unlikely. Bacteria requires direct contact with broken skin or all that kind of stuff, okay?
Okay.
And so the other problem is that if you're hovering, you are spreading a lot more germs and junk, they do say. But the hovering, I like. The only hard part is that as you get a little older, it says here, and you can't do the hover method because your thighs just will not hold up, right?
Right.
So yeah. So, but hovering can lead to big problems too. So basically what we're all saying here, ladies, is get those little covers, the little covers you carry.
Covers.
Yeah, they have them in tons of bathrooms. Most bathrooms do have them.
And if they don't have them, sometimes I'll put obviously I don't sit down to pee.
Toilet paper.
But toilet paper, yeah.
Yes, we've all done the layering toilet paper method, on both sides. And then you just have to make sure it's not stuck to the back of your pants or something when you leave. Yeah, there you go.
But it's not as gross as you would think, I guess.
Yeah, it says, and there are big problems with the hovering thing too. But I think most people use the hovering deal, and then try to clean up after yourself.
Yes,
okay?
yes. Be a sweetie and wipe the seedy.
Yeah, and it's also nice to carry one of those little portable the wipes in your purse, right?
Awesome.
Yes, always smart. Okay.
Perfect. All right, in the case of Am I the Jerk for sitting on public toilet seats and not telling my boyfriend, Jineane says, no, you're not the jerk. You're not, and hovering is not good for you. So sit down and release that pelvic floor.
But there are and there are ways around that you can, not be sitting, but sitting sterilely. Just tell them you're carrying the little thingies with you, little, yeah. Okay.
All right. We always cover the hard-hitting news on Magic and Q Country. So
there you go.
Thanks so much, best friend. Have
See
a
you
great
later,
day.
Chris. Love
Bye.
you. Bye-bye.
Good morning. It's the Morning Brew with Chris. Who's this?
Bam, 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 bam. It's producer Ryan McKee.
Heck yeah, from Wilmington, North Carolina. We're international this morning. Producer Ryan lives with his 22-year-old roommate and his 22-year-old roommate's girlfriend supposedly recently moved in. How's that been going?
Well, she paid rent this month,
Oh, ding,
but has
ding.
barely been around.
Oh.
Her and Joey had gotten into a fight. Ooh.
Oh, no.
But I guess they've made up now. Everything's cool, but also she hasn't been staying with us very much, so I don't know if it's me walking around with my shirt off.
In your tidy whities.
Maybe because Frida bit her too often.
Is that true? Your dog bit her?
My dog bites everybody. But,
no.
she doesn't draw blood. She
Yeah.
just lets people know what's up when they try to bend down to pick her up or pet her.
Yeah, I
If
mean,
she's not feeling it.
she's an old dog. She doesn't have many teeth left, so she can't do much
No,
damage.
she is a 4-pound geriatric Chihuahua, so she's not too intimidating.
And then you are single. Your therapist told you to be dating yourself. How's that been going?
It's been going horrible, Chris.
Oh, no.
Met a woman at a comedy. I just can't stop meeting women at comedy shows. They hear me perform, and they're like, I want this, man. And so she actually owns my favorite diner in town, which is like bonus, right?
Oh, nice.
So I've seen her twice, and I know the Facebook Live people are going to judge me for this, but guess what?
What?
I'm doing my best.
And also, Ryan and I have both been making efforts to be more active on social media. And if you're interested in seeing his 22-year-old roommate, you guys have been making a lot of content online. So they could check you out at Ryan McKee, right? What's your
Yeah,
socials?
you can check me out on Instagram at Ryan McKee, on Facebook at The Ryan McKee.
We are on the phone with our best friend, Ryan McKee, who actually graduated Payson High School, class of 97, and will be headlining a comedy show in Payson at the movie theaters down there in August, right?
August 15th at the Sawmill Theater. It's going to be 100 seats. I'll be headlining. Chris Bennett will be the feature act,
Yep.
doing 25 minutes. So if you're mad that you see Chris at comedy shows and in Sholo and he doesn't do enough time, this is a perfect opportunity. Go to Payson, make a fun weekend of it on August 15th.
Yep.
You can hang out with Chris and I if you want.
Yeah, it will be a lot of, as long as you feed me some popcorn, that'll be delicious.
Yeah, there'll be we'll do a VIP event. It's free if you want to just hang out with us.
Today is Be a Millionaire Day, Ryan, so I thought we'd play a game called Real or Fake Millionaire Purchase. Let's see how well you know your millionaires. You ready?
Ready.
A millionaire bought a pet tiger. Real or fake?
Real.
You real?
Mike Tyson bought a pet
Yep,
tiger.
that was the millionaire I was talking about. One tiger costs around $70,000.
Ooh, that's cheap.
How about this one? Real or fake? A millionaire paid someone to bark at intruders instead of getting a dog.
Fake.
Yeah, that is fake. Although if I had $1 million, I think that's something I would do.
I would love that. I would do it for you if you had $1 million.
How about this? A millionaire spent $3 million on a tuna fish.
Real.
Yeah, in Japan, a giant bluefin tuna sold for $3.1 million.
Wow.
Oh,
I mean, I pay $2 a can at Trader Joe's.
yeah. What about someone bought a jar labeled Justin Bieber concert air on eBay for $1,000?
Real.
That is real. Holy moly. That was Real or Fake Millionaire Edition. All rise. Am I the Jerk Court is back in session. The Honorable Ryan McKee presides. You got your robe and wig on, Judge?
Bum. I did the Law and Order. Bum, bum.
Bum, bum. All right, here we go. So, I cook dinner for my family pretty often, and recently my brother and his wife started coming over for dinner all the time. Well, one night, my sister-in-law saw me cutting onions and garlic and completely freaked out. She said onions are too spicy and refused to eat anything I cooked with them, so I ended up throwing away the whole meal and starting over. The funny part is, after I stopped using onions and garlic, she kept complaining that all my food had no flavor. So ever since then, I've been secretly cooking with onions before they come over. Last night, my brother accidentally exposed me at dinner, and suddenly my sister-in-law started acting like the food was way too spicy and demanding milk and water. Now everyone says I'm the jerk for secretly cooking with onions. Am I the jerk?
First of all, there is no case here. This is ridiculous. I stopped listening after the woman said onions are too spicy. I don't trust anyone who thinks onions are too spicy. She's clearly not from Arizona, so he's the jerk. And I did listen to the rest of the case. I'm just kidding. And that's if somebody's cooking dinner for you regularly, you don't get to complain.
Right. Yeah, and it's like, once she didn't know there were onions in there, she didn't say anything. It wasn't until she found it. So she just sounds like a little kid to me. She sounds immature.
She sounds like a drama queen.
Yes, all right. In the case of Am I the Jerk for putting onions and garlic in the food I fed my family, producer Ryan says, not the jerk.
Not the jerk. It's your sister-in-law that's the jerk.
Awesome. Well, producer Ryan, we love you, best friend. Hope you have a great day.
You too. Bye.
Bye. On the phone, we have J.D. Pepper with the Timber Mesa Fire Department and Medical District for a Fire Marshal Minute. What you got for us today, best friend?
Hey, good morning, guys. We got some changes going on out here. We are in Stage 1 restrictions. So if you need, I'm pulling up the Starbucks right now. So if you need any information on Stage 1 restrictions, just get on our website at timbermesafire.org. You can do that, or you can go to the Navajo County Emergency Management website, Sholo, the city of Sholo, the town of Pine Top Lakeside, and check those out for what's allowed and what's not allowed. But really, what I want to get into this morning, I just want to let you know, there's been some misconceptions out there as far as what Timber Mesa does, and there's a misconception out there that we at Timber Mesa, specifically myself, because I get about 5-10 calls a day, we do not set the fire restrictions. There is a large group of stakeholders in this, and that includes all government agencies from like the Sheriff's Office, Navajo County Emergency Management, the fire departments, the U.S. Forest Service, and the State Department of Forestry Management, as well as some others. And they make these decisions based on, the science that's out there. And I know a lot of people are like, well, they don't follow the science. Well, we do. We do follow the science. And when I say that, what I'm talking about is our relative humidity, our fuel dryness. We take a look at the dryness of the fuels that are on the ground out there, and also the temperatures during the days, our overnight recovery, and what that looks like. And then we use the probability of ignition. Okay, should something go on? Well, look, we've got all kinds of models that we're using. I use a spaghetti model, much like the hurricane forecasters use. And I can tell you, using current weather information, what a fire, the probability of what that fire is going to do. So, look, guys, you are in good hands out there. With Timber Mesa, with all of us out here, we are stood up and we're ready to go at any moment's notice, and we have done that. There's only 2 stages. There's Stage 1, Stage 2. There is no Stage 3. Timber Mesa does not make the decision to go into these stages. So we only give recommendations, and as well as all the other groups, and then they use what they have to make that decision. But we are in Stage 1 now, so please pay attention. My office, we're working closely with the Sheriff's Office and all our law enforcement partners, Game and Fish, Forest Service, and the city police departments, we do issue citations. We issued a lot of citations last year. We are to zero tolerance for burning our communities down. So spread the word, please. I don't like to give citations, but they do happen.
All right. If you see if we see someone breaking the stage 1 fire restrictions, who do we call?
You just call 911. Look, guys, if you see smoke out there, because a lot of times I'm using again advanced technology. We're catching this smoke and fires. To give you an example, we caught one. We were on scene for 20 minutes before the first 911 call came in. That's the technology that I'm using. And if you are burning illegally, I will find you.
All right, you heard it. Let's follow the rules. Stage 1 fire restrictions are in force, and let's do our part to keep this community safe. Thank you so much, JD, for everything you, the Timber Mesa Fire Department, and all our firefighters out there do to keep us safe. We love you guys.
We love you guys, too. Have a great one.
All right, best friends, that's going to do it for today's episode of the Morning Brew with Chris Bennett and Best Friends. Remember, we are officially in stage 1 fire restrictions, so please do your part to help our community safe here in the White Mountains. And if you'd enjoyed the show today, make sure you give us a follow, leave a review, and share the podcast with a best friend. We'll be back tomorrow morning with more chaos, more fun, and who knows what else, just more ridiculousness, I'm sure. Until then, I'm Chris Bennett reminding you to be nice to yourself, be nice to others, and don't be a jerk. Bye.